Good morning, dear students. Today we will see the topic descriptive writing. So, what is descriptive writing? Descriptive writing is literary device which the author uses details to paint a picture with words. So, what is descriptive writing? How do you describe a person or a place or a thing? That is called as descriptive writing or description. Okay, so when you describe, you add more small details to create a real look of what you're trying to explain. That is called as descriptive writing. Okay, this process provides readers with descriptions of people, places, objects, and events through the use of suitable details. So, detailing is very important in descriptive writing. And the author also uses descriptive writing to create sensory details as a means of enhancing the reading experience. So, the sensory perception, how the reader evokes the senses of the writer evokes the senses of the reader. For example, if you're taking a novel and you're trying to read something, and the author is describing about a place. For example, if he's explaining about a mountain range or something like that, if you're able to feel that you are also in the mountain range or you are also in that particular area, that is the success of the writer. See, if done effectively, the reader will be able to draw a connection through the use of sensory details that include seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting. For example, if you're explaining about a dish or if you're explaining about a particular food item, if the reader is able to understand it in a detailed manner and also some smell of that food. For example, if I say biryani, everybody would be able to imagine what is biryani and how it would smell and how it would taste and so many things like that. So that is the success of the writer. If the writer is able to create that sensory perception in you, that is success of the writer, and that is more precisely called descriptive writing. Okay, these techniques will assist you in becoming not only a better writer but also will make your writing more engaging for readers. So how successful you are is the how as how the reader is able to understand and is able to feel feel the thing that you are writing. That is more important. Next, descriptive writing techniques. The primary objective of descriptive writing is to provide a clear picture of the place, people, or thing in the reader's mind. So that is called how the main ambition, the main aim of descriptive writing is to give a clear picture of whatever the reader is trying to say. The writer provides enough details to evoke the senses. A reader can feel the environment of the text through senses like hearing, seeing, smell, taste, and touch. Okay, so the reader will feel as if he's going to the place where the writer is explaining about. For example, if you're reading a novel and it talks about a particular place, a very new place, but has explained all the small details and he has explained it so thoroughly well, you may be experiencing that you are in that particular place. That is the success of the writer. A reader can feel the environment of the text. Then, descriptive writing may be found in travel writing, biography, poetry, diary writing, nature writing, memoirs, and novels. So, these are all the descriptive writing, uh, exactly where it is all given. Then, some types of descriptive writing present information in a chronological order in a sequence that's called as chronological. If you're describing a person, start with his appearance, nature, and background. If you're describing a place, tell your readers about atmosphere, environment, which part of the day or night, and such small but interesting piece of information. These small things are very useful to make a text excellent and keep readers engaged. So, what are you trying to say? For example, if you're trying to say about a new place which the reader has never experienced, try to say whether it's a daytime or nighttime, what kind of atmosphere, what kind of climate, what kind of mood you can create. So many things you can add to describe the place in a better manner so that the reader will live in that particular place. That is success of the descriptive writing. Then, when we talk about ideal descriptive writing, it should have nouns, adjectives, and strong action verbs. These are the technical details of descriptive writing. What is noun? It should have a naming word. It must add to the nouns. Adjectives are the additions made to the noun. Adjectives must be there, and strong action verbs. Uh, and it's not just playing this one and that one. So you have to create more action verbs to create a better effect. These three things bring life to the text, and only then a writer can create images in the mind of the reader. Most of the forms of descriptive writing are colorful and hold a vivid description of sensory details. These details play a key role in forming the image in reader's mind. For the reader, it could prove to be an escape from drudgery of daily life. This escape is through art, a piece of descriptive writing. So, the reader may be very tired, or the reader may have a lot of sorrows. But when you have a proper descriptive writing as a writer, you may able to relieve the stress of the reader, and the reader will feel at ease. That is success of the descriptive writer. Then what are all the figure of speech that you can use in the descriptive writing? Use of simile, metaphor, analogy, these things are like final touch up to the writing. So these are all the use of simile, metaphor, these are all the comparisons that you use in descriptive writing. Without them, a piece of descriptive writing will remain incomplete. So you have to use the figures of speech like simile, metaphor, and analogy. Using the most appropriate words, finding a word which matches with what you actually have in mind is not easy. That is why you need to use a thesaurus. Thesaurus, you already know what is thesaurus, and we must have learned in Unit 1. Okay, so thesaurus is very very important. So you can make the use of it to find a better word. The first word that occurs are always not always best. For example, the use of nice and really in these sentences. We had a really nice dinner sounds better when you say we enjoyed a tasty meal. So you can use different vocabulary to enhance your descriptive writing. The children had a great time at circus. That sounds better when you say the children shared a thrilling night at the circus. So same meaning. So both the things are same, but the way you use the language will create a magic, and many will be able to read your writing in a better manner. Variety makes writing interesting. Adjectives are only way of improving description. Careful choice of verbs can help too. What do you want to describe? As you get started on descriptive writing, it is important for you to identify exactly what you want to describe. So, for example, a person, a place, a memory, or an experience, an object. So, whatever you want to describe, you have to create that effect. Careful choice of verbs and careful choice of words are very, very important. Then, imagine that you want to write a descriptive essay about a grandfather. You have chosen to write about your grandfather's physical appearance and the way he interacts with people. However, rather than providing a general description of these aspects, you want to convey your admiration of your strength and kindness. This is your reason for writing the descriptive essay. To achieve this, you must focus one of your paragraphs on describing the roughness of your hands, the roughness resulting from the labor of your work. So, for example, if you want to describe your father, a grandfather, as the text says, you can just not tell you he will be wearing spectacles, he will be having a stick, he will always wear white colored clothes. It is very general description, and it is not something very different. It is not something unique. So you can, if he is a very hard worker, if he has worked very hard for the family, you can talk about the roughness of of his hands, how much he has labored for the family. This will all enhance the writing, and that will prove to be a success also. Then then these are all the small things that you can do. Then talking about uh, what or who do you want to describe? What is your reason for writing your description? What are the particular qualities that you want to focus on? So these things, when you answer, you can make your descriptive essay in a very unique and a different manner. So do not try to make an essay which is very usual, which everybody will make, starting with the appearance and ending with some note. That will create a very usual and a very monotonous kind of essay. If you want to make your descriptive writing very effective, and if you want to create an effect in the audience mind, you have to use these things to make it better. Hope this class is very important for you, because your essay writing technique is very important. It is not only helpful for your general essay writing, even for your other subject writing also. This will help make your essay very unique, make it something different, and create an effect in the mind of the reader. Okay, then uh, which details can you include to ensure that your readers gain a vivid picture given from your perspective? You have to revise your descriptive essay. Have you provided enough details and descriptions to enable your readers to gain a complete and vivid, what is vivid? Clear perception. So the reader must get a clear idea of what you're trying to say. There must not be any confusion in the mind of the reader. Then, have you left out any minor but important details? So you have to keep reviewing your essay. Just writing and submitting will not serve the purpose. So first you have to write, then review time and again, and you can enhance the writing at any point of time. That's very important. Are there any unnecessary details? Have you used words that convey your emotion or perspective? These are all very important. Thus each paragraph of your essay focus on one aspect of your description. Are your paragraph of your essay focus on one? Are your paragraphs ordered in most effective way? Consider these through descriptions of a room. So I'm taking two example. The room was a square with a window along one side. It has four chair and a TV and a video. And there was a drinks cabinet, a computer on the corner. The carpet was red and the ceiling cream. So this is one description. Same description. The room was brightly lit by a large window and housed several modern pieces of electrical equipment, but the effect was softened by a drink cabinet and a warm red carpet. So you can see the total difference in the description of one particular room. Same room is described here and there, but the second thing, see how lovely it is being described. This is what you have to learn. So how can you do it? If you can do this only by learning a lot of vocabulary. You have to read a lot of newspapers, you have to read number of books, you have to listen to a lot of good English. Only then you can achieve the second type of example. See, the first one, anyone can do. Even a small child who knows few sentences can do. The room was black in color, the carpet was red in color. So this is a general description. So what can you do as college student? So this is how you can describe it in a better way. So yeah, I have given one example of a sample descriptive essay for your better understanding. Hope this class was very informative, dear students. So try to understand it and take notes and be benefited. Thank you.